Hey everyone, this is Rich down along the river. You guessed it, Rich's River Smokers, West Virginia. Today, we are going to finally do a cook for you. We got some storms coming in, so it's going to be in the pit barrel on the porch. I'm sorry. I can't wait to break out that Meadow Creek. So we'll go ahead and there's some people on the river. I don't know if you can hear them. Right there, they probably hear me talking to myself. Oh well. They're normal. Nothing, nothing out of the ordinary. So today we're gonna, break out the pit barrel cooker for you, and we're gonna cook a thing that I've never really heard of before until I got on Cheshire Pork, Heritage Farms, Cheshire Pork's website, and I saw what they have a pork collar. So, I ordered a case of ribs, and I asked the woman, what a pork collar was. And she said it was like the money muscle, what you guys call a money muscle. I'm like, well, so I was a little stumped. But anyway, I got it in the mail some time ago. I'm going to go ahead and treat it like it's a money muscle cook, because I guess that's what it is. But you cannot use this in competition barbecue because it has to be pork shoulder or pork butt. You cannot use this in a KCBS pork competition. Like somebody was running down the fucking road or something. So anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim it down like a money muscle. We're gonna inject it with some injection, and we're gonna use some river dirt on it. It's been a while since we used river dirt. Hard to keep that stuff in stock. So, guys, it's humid. It's getting ready to storm. So we're gonna go ahead and trim this pork collar down. Let's get inside. All right, folks, here my lighting is poor, so we're gonna make this a real quick session here. But this is the money muscle of the pork butt. So I'm assuming they cut it right after the bone. This is the pork collar. So anyway, it's really strange. This is from, this is a Heritage hog. So look at you can tell all the different muscles. There's 16 in the pork butt, but right here, there's the old river dirt we're gonna season it with, and we're gonna trim this out. So we're gonna get back with you when we trim it out. All right there, folks. You see how I got this poor lighting? I'm sorry about the lighting, but you see how I got the money muscle trimmed out. It'll look better when I'll show you again. I'll put it on outside in the pit barrel, but we're not going to inject it. I just changed my mind. I've always injected everything I've ever cooked, so we're going to try this for the flavor of the Cheshire pork. So we're just going to go ahead and put some river dirt on it and put it in the refrigerator, and we'll get back to you when we put it on the pit barrel. All right, guys, here we go. We're dusted up. We're gonna leave this pork collar sit in the fridge for 3, 4, or 5 hours or so, and we're gonna put it on this evening. So we'll see when we put it on the pit barrel. All right, guys, here's our pork collar. You hear some music in the background. The neighbors are partying tonight. So here's our money muscle we trimmed out. Here's gonna be, our tubes should be in here, and some other delectable pieces. So we got the pit barrel coming up, and we'll get to you when we put this on the pit barrel. All right, everybody, look at the color of that thing. Fantastic. We're gonna get ahead, and we're using Vaughn's Wood products. We're using hickory today. So if you want to, I'll leave his link in the description box. and the link across the top here. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to leave this thing go low and slow, and we'll get back to you probably, we'll temp it in an hour. Hey guys, I know I said we move back here in a little bit, but we are going to use our ThermaWorks time stacks. ThermaWorks sent to us, and there it is. We're going to see you in an hour. Hey guys, we got about 43 minutes before we check on that pork collar. But I was going to do that. I'm sorry, I'm in my living room, but the neighbors are having a party and they're blasting some Nickelback shit, and I'm afraid that the copyright would get in there. That's Miss Apple. So what I want to do is, I like spreading love. And I like, the channels I watch all the time. Is I like to, shout them out a little bit if I can. Yeah, I was watching something. So, as you guys know, I have followed like 190 channels on YouTube, but they're not all barbecue. You can see around me, barbecue is pretty much my life. So, well, I don't watch it all the time. You can only watch so much barbecue, right? So those who don't know, like back in my early days, I was a truck driver. I drove a dump truck, but still a truck driver, right? So, always had the want to like go over the road or, fart with a business like that. So I have a chance to dabble in it. That's what I'm doing on the side. But the more and more that I watch, driving, trucking channels, is the more and more I want to get back behind the wheel and see America. So therefore, I've either shout out to Trucker John before. He drives for Prime Inc. All these drivers are going to drive for Prime Inc. Because, I'm telling you, if I was really young again, I would be hopping all over this. At least, I'd be hopping all over it. So, anyway, I watch these trucking channels, and Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue and Cooking, he went to work for Prime, so he has another channel as No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I gave them a shout out earlier. I'll leave that video up here in the iCard. But there's another channel. I've been really, I've caught them all from the beginning of their birth, and I've watched the videos up to now. And actually, I try to catch some lives. But there's a team company, a team lease company to Prime out there, Prime Inc. They have a bunch of stuff. They have they bleed. They have a joke about the Prime Ink. You drink the ink, the ink, or the Prime Kool-Aid or whatever. I think they're the face and the epitome. Well, not the epitome. What I want to say here, guys, help me out. They are the pride. I would think, other than Junior Honduras, the pride of Prime, kinda. But anyway, their channel is called Driver Lineup. I will leave their link up here to the channel. Go check them out in the description box. Hit show more, please. Jenna and Eric, and they have their, I think it's a German Shepherd named Remy. That they treat like their child, which is fine. Right? Fur babies, fur children, whatever. I think it's cute as hell, and I think it's pretty awesome that they can get out there with their dog and have. I don't even think they have kids, so there's no kids at home. So their situation is perfect for team. We'll call it team. I don't know if they're married, but I bet you that they would get married at Prime in a fucking Prime truck. Yeah, I'm sold on it. So I was out and about the other day, and I saw. I swear I saw. At this point, Eric and Jenna was. I think they were somewhat down south of me. I live along 81. So I was coming in, coming back into West Virginia from running errands in Maryland, and I saw a troops trailer in a gray truck with a red on the side. And I was like, I wonder if that was them. I swore it was them. I almost did a turnaround and almost ran them down. But I figured if Eric was sleeping and it was Jenna driving, that, she was like, this crazy son of a bitch is trying to pull me over. But anyway, it was them, I think. It turned out to be, I think it was them. So, Jenna was driving. So, anyway, check those guys out. And it's crazy because you watch these videos, and it's like you become part of their journey, like you're fucking know everything. I know their dog's name. I know, they live in Springfield, I think. So, I'm a big guy of paying stuff forward. So, I'm going to send them a care package, and it's not on the way yet, no. But so check out Driver Lineup and their website, driverlineup.com. But I'll leave you watch their videos and stuff to, promote the rest of their stuff. I'm only going to promote their YouTube stuff. So check them out. You won't be disappointed. And they're real. And that's what I like about it. I'm real. I don't filter shit. I trim. Very seldom do I start recording and stop and say, no, it's not good enough. Very seldom. And I speak as me. If you're sitting beside me, that's how I would speak to you. So anyway, guys, check their channel out. There's a couple other channels I'm just starting to watch from Prime, but they haven't earned the shout out status yet. So far, I'll leave Trucker John's channel in there. I'll leave Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation down there, and I'll leave Eric and Jenna's Driver Lineup down there. Kudos to you guys. So they're out like 2,200 subscribers or some shit or something. They're coming up on it. Here, I don't know if I'm going to check it. No, I'm not going to check it out. But anyway, psych. But anyway, guys, give them some love. I mean, just follow their journey with them. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh, piece of yarn. Crazy. I know, right? I'll trim that shit. I doubt it. So anyway, guys, like I said, I just want to talk a little bit because one, there's not a whole lot. I'm kind of bored right now, and I'm waiting for the port collar to come around just so we can check the temperature in an hour and see what it looks like. Is there anything else? Oh shit. I guess if you guys are out there and you're watching my channel and you want to become a truck driver, or you're a truck driver now, go check out all 3 channels. And let's say, what sucks is each driver has like a promo code to bring in referrals, which is pretty cool. But my question is, what does the referrals get? Like say, you have they use your code and you get $500 or some shit. But what does that guy get for using your code? Is there any kind of repent for that? Like any kind of thing for that? Because I know if someone, if I was to refer somebody and you were changing their life, like fucking lickety split, and they decide to give you the credit, what do you want to give back? Yeah, I think I'd give them a t-shirt or something. or something. I mean, shit. I mean, you gave them a chance to get in, but they could use. I mean, they could have walked through the door, talked to anybody. You know, just a thought. I mean, I'm not saying you guys should, but just a thought maybe. So, all right, guys, I'm done rambling. Check out the channels. All of them be in the description box. And you probably should have saw all the links up here by now. And we are going to see you when we attempt that piece of pork collar. Stick with us. All right, folks, we're back. And here is our pork collar. Right here. And this thing isn't looking too bad. Looking pretty good. It's been on for an hour. Let's go ahead and temp it. We got our MK-4 Thermapen from ThermaWorks. We're going to check the money muscle side here. We're at 132 degrees on that side of it. And 139 there. 107 there. All right, let me get back with you and shut this thing up. All right, guys, we're going to give that pork collar probably about another hour. Let's give it a half hour. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a half hour more, and we're going to wrap it up in some aluminum foil with some brown sugar, honey, and some barbecue sauce. We'll go ahead and wrap it up, and so we'll see you when we get to wrap that thing up. All right, guys, real simple. The pork collar's done. Has a terrific looking color. Okay, this is nothing but simple. It's the rub, river dirt, brown sugar, barbecue sauce. What kind of barbecue sauce? It's a lot of bull, just some random barbecue sauce I have, and honey, brown sugar, and butter. So we're gonna wrap this up and get it back on the pit barrel. All right, guys, we got the pork collar back on the pit barrel. You saw how the wrap was laid out. All I did was put the pork collar on it, put some more butter, brown sugar, barbecue sauce, honey on top. Simple, and just wrap it up. It's not rocket science, it's barbecue. So if you guys didn't want to see that, you probably saw it 100,000 times. Whatever. So now it's back on the pit barrel, and we are going to cook it for an hour and 20 minutes. Now, I want that money muscle to be tender, not fall apart, sliceable, and I want the other side of the rest of the pork collar. I want it to be pulled, so I have some medallions and some pulled. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it go for an hour and 20 minutes, and we're going to temp it and see if what's going to happen, because the pit barrel's running about maybe 275 to 300. So there's no bone. It's cooked out pretty good, so there's not much fat in there to render out. So hour and 20 minutes, and we'll get back with you. And what we're going to do then, we're going to take it out of the wrap, and we're going to glaze it with our barbecue sauce we have, the lot of bull, and we're going to put it back on the smoker to set the sauce, and then we're going to leave it rest for a half hour or so, and then we're going to slice it. So I'll get you back in an hour and 20 minutes. All right, guys, the pork collar's done. And right there, you're ready for it to rest. We've cut up our money muscle slices. Yeah, okay. I've already made sure it was tender, but let's go ahead and go back in. Yeah. So we have our money muscle. Just do a little, damn lighting and stuff. There you go. It's juicy. And our barbecue sauce. Nice and tender. That hickory smoke. And the all-purpose rub, which is river dirt. Wow. Not bad. So we're going to finish up here, and we'll close it out here in a little bit. All right, everybody. Next day on that pork collar. It wasn't real tender. Didn't have a whole lot of fat in it. But you can check them out at Cheshire Pork at, you know, Cheshire Farms. It's yeah. I'll leave a link in the description box. You can check them out. So guys, the channels trucking channels I mentioned, check them out. Again, they'll be down the bottom. So, well, got stuff to do. So guys, I hope you liked the video. I know it was kind of so, like, subscribe. All my social media links will be in the description box to show more. And there's for those who feel like giving, there's a PayPal link down there for donations. They're greatly appreciated, but definitely not expected. So guys, again, share with your friends and family in the world. And when you do share with them, tell them the best barbecue comes from the river. And we'll see you on the next one.